So tell us a little bit about Motor City Brewing and when you got started, what year, and
We started the brewery in 1994 and did our first batch of beer late fall of '94, and then that was sold in January of '95.
Okay.
So we started in '94. We began distribution in 1995. I had been living here for a while. I went to Wayne State. I was in the fine arts program. So there weren't too many breweries back then, and this project was getting going. The building was available. So everything just kind of fell into place that way. I was living here already and had no intention of moving. So it just it's a little bit of serendipity, but also, saw an opportunity. Well, when we started, the immediate neighborhood we're in was, much more Spartan. It's not as nearly as much retail or businesses or residential here. So that's changed a lot. And then also the microbrewing industry is just finally really, in this state, gotten underway. So it's gotten pretty popular, going through a little bit of an explosion right now. And that all just started in the last few years. So it's really kind of put a lot of time and effort to get it to this point. So now we're just trying to grow with it and keep it sustainable. Do
you feel that being in Detroit has been a good anchor for you? A good leverage point, having that brand name behind you?
I do. In the beginning, back in the mid-'90s, I'm not sure. But now we're certainly the city is certainly getting a lot of press. And, when Motor City started, there were only a couple of breweries in the state. And now we've got 3 or 4 here in the city. And I believe 170 breweries. And when I say breweries, brew pubs too, which are more restaurants that do beer.
Copy.
Not all micros, which is what we are. But it's really grown dramatically the last few years. So yeah, there's some name cachet to it, for sure. When we first started, we did not have a tap room, so we strictly were into branding, producing our beer and selling it to the wholesalers, getting it into the bars, restaurants, and retailers. So the tap room for us was, we started in '94. We didn't add the tap room on until 2001.
Gotcha.
And then in 2000 and I believe 7, we added the kitchen, which really dramatically increased the foot traffic by having that stuff to offer. So, and then you couple that with everything that's going on in this neighborhood. The last couple of years have been dramatically busier than we've seen in terms of foot traffic and people coming through the brewery. And then with everything going on in Detroit, back to your question, we are seeing a lot more out-of-towners. It's not just the local neighborhood, especially on the weekends and things. And it's people from further out suburbs, but now it's also people from elsewhere in the country and outside of the country.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's been a noticeable change with patrons. There's some frustration now. We've got some challenges for sure. We're in bankruptcy. This neighborhood, the Woodward Corridor, is developing quite rapidly. As you get to the outside of that, further outside of it, then of course we run into the negative Detroit that everybody has the images of, and we get some of our negative perceptions. That it's a dying city, that it's a shrunken city. So there's going to be challenges, but in terms of, I've been here since '85, so I have to say that this area is showing more signs of growth than anybody's ever seen, and quite rapidly. But like I said, there's challenges that come with that.
Great. So what do you have for advice for anybody looking to, maybe move their business down here or start a business in Detroit?
You better really want to do what you're doing. You have to be married to it. Yeah. Getting in and getting out, being kind of a maverick operation. I've not really seen too many of those be successful. Most people that start businesses here, it takes real dedication and commitment in terms of time and length of time.